This is Jeff Gallick with Data Demystified. In this video, I'll go quickly through the simulation of weather forecasting. Importantly, this is a toy model, which means that it's a very simple model with a whole lot of basic assumptions. It is not a reflection of reality or how weather is actually simulated, but it's meant to show you how a simulation like this would work. There are four main parts to this model. The ones that you can change as the user are in yellow, here, here, and here. And the output is right here in red. The inputs allow you to change how frequently in the past any of the different weather conditions occurred. So for instance, we only have three temperatures in this model: cool, temperate, and hot. And I'm saying that historically it was cool 50% of the time, temperate 40% of the time, and hot 10% of the time. For wind speed, we have calm and windy, and I'm setting calm at 60% and windy at 40%. Finally, for rain frequency, this is how often it rained in any of these combinations. When it was cool and calm like this one, or windy and temperate like this one. To keep things really simple, I said that it was always raining whenever it was temperate or hot and windy. Once you update all the values in yellow, the simulation begins. The way it works is that for each of these rows, that's one simulation, a random number is selected for each of our weather inputs. So in this case, 0.59 is generated for the temperature input, and what that means is that it's going to be temperate. That is determined based on using these cutoffs here of 50%, 40%, and 10%. Of course, if you change those cutoffs change as well. We have another random number for the wind speed, whether it's calm or windy, and in this case, this model predicts calm. And finally, we have another random number to determine if it is that combination of temperate and calm, does it actually rain, based on this table right here. And in this case, you find that it does not rain, so our prediction is that there is no rain. This repeats 1,000 times in all the rows below here, and then this aggregates up to here, and we find that of our 1,000 simulated days, it was predicted to rain on 208 of them, and that means that we have a predicted rain likelihood of 20.80%. Importantly, this is going to change as we change these values. So for instance, if we just change our probability of rain frequency given any of these combinations to something like this, our simulation will then repeat, and then it's going to say that given these inputs, the likelihood of rain tomorrow is 7.6%. And again, this is a very simple model. It is not meant to be reflective of what reality looks like. Importantly, a real model predicting weather would do basically the same thing, just with a whole lot more inputs and a whole lot more information. What I'm trying to show you here is how that simulation would actually work. By repeating this calculation down below 1,000 times, and then checking to see if it rained on any of those 1,000 cases, that's how we're able to predict what the likelihood of rain is tomorrow. So when we say that there's a 7.6% chance of rain tomorrow, what we're actually saying is that if we could simulate tomorrow 1,000 times, it would rain in 76 of those cases. I hope you found this useful, and if you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comments, and I'll make sure to answer them as quickly as I can.